Welcome, Minneapolis high school fans, back to southeast of Saline Gymnasium here on Valentine's Day, February 14, 2020. The Lady Lions just lost a heartbreaker to the host Southeast Saline Lady Trojans, 61-59. Lady Lions fall to 5-12 and 2-7. But the way they played tonight, you have to wonder how their record got to where it is. I mean, they're just playing way above where we've seen them previous games in the season. Moving on to the boys. Southeast of Saline is 11-5 overall. They are 5-3 in the league, tied for third place with guess who? Minneapolis. The guys from Minneapolis are 11-5 overall, and also a 5-3 record. So the third place tie for the two squads here. The Southeast boys are giving 49 points up a game average, scoring 59 for a plus 10 point scoring average. Minneapolis is giving up 48, one less than the Trojans, and scoring 64 for a plus 16 scoring average. This is the 98th game in the series, dating back to 1969, my senior year. Minneapolis leads. Hey, Dale. I was born in 69. Oh, yeah, you young pup. Now it's 50 wins to 43 losses. Actually, that was my junior year. Okay. That was sold. That was in sub-state. It was in the postseason. No, we played them. At Southeast, Southeast leads the series 25 wins to 22 losses. The squads last played in Minneapolis on January 13th. Southeast won a close one there, 55-50. Minneapolis last won on February 8th, 2019 by a 3-point margin, 48-45. The Lions have last won here at Southeast on January 4th, 2019, just a little over a year ago. So, extremely tight series between the two squads, even though Minneapolis has a 54-43 advantage overall. But they beat us early this year, and we need to get a win back on them to get it up on them in the league, because we're tied for third. And right now, Minneapolis boys are at number 4 seed in the Boyd sub-state. Boyd is leading with 13-3. Thomas up at 12-2, and they're at Sacred Heart tonight. No, that's tomorrow. Oh, okay, yeah, tomorrow. Southeast, Sacred Heart and TMP are tomorrow. Okay. They have Council Grove tonight. All right. Worthington is third with an 11-3 record. Minneapolis fourth, 11-5. Phillipsburg fifth with 11-6. So three squads with 11 wins. There's different amount of losses. Yeah. We have 3 teams in the top 10 in our substate. Beloit number 9, TMP number 7, Worthington number 10. Yeah, well, it's going to be a brutal sub-state. You said Beloit's leading in their sub-state? Yeah. I thought TMP was. Well, so they were, but they lost. So, and that kept them to 12 wins. Beloit has 13. So they're a half a game, basically, on TMP. Well, it is going to be a challenge here tonight. Tough place to play, as we saw in the girls' game. And we're going to have to come out to play. That's all there is to it. So, the Trojans were at Beloit last Tuesday and lost a narrow one, 60-56 at Beloit. But then they lost to Sacred Heart at Sacred Heart just not too long ago. So. Ehrenberg in the play there, so yeah, and that one can surprise me. That one, I really thought that was the replacement. I can't remember his name. It was his first game, and he came out hot. replace him, but we're going to have the national anthem here in just a second. Minneapolis in their traveling blue, Southeast in their home white. Let's hope we have another great game like we did in the girls' side. Southeast of Saline will do the music group. Nice job by their elite group of singers there. Last time we played, Trent Meckler was just back and did not score. And Trent's been doing well, so that's going to be a nice difference. So for Minneapolis, starting lineup, senior Katie Rippon for Southeast Saline. A senior, number 2, Seth Eklund. For Minneapolis, 62 senior, number 3, Jonah Osherman. For the Trojans, a junior, number 5, Jackson Gebhardt for Southeast. He's a junior. For Minneapolis, a junior, number 5, Trent Meckler. And junior, Brian Banks, number 10. For Minneapolis, a junior, number 23, Nolan White. He's 6'2" as well. And Eli Harris, number 20 for Southeast. He's a junior. And for Minneapolis, 6'2" junior, Spencer Davidson. And for Southeast of Saline, freshman, Eli Sawyers. Wow. I like that one. He scored pretty good against us, I think, last time. I have to look at that and see. He's a freshman, yeah. When you go back and look at that, he had 6 points. He had 13 points the time before the week. You had him marked 13, and he only scored 6 against us. Now, he has to have the prior game. And he's about, what, a 6'4", 6'5" kid? Something like that? We get him to 6'4". So, Minneapolis coming off a narrow win by a point over the host Bearcats at Ellsworth last season. That was a close one there. As we get ready, as freshman Sawyer will go against the senior Osherman for the jump. And picks up and Southeast of Saline controls it on the tip. Southeast Saline with the basketball as we will look around as we start this ball game here. In the hands of Gebhardt. Gebhardt back to Banks, back to And corner, Eklund back to Harris. Harris down low, and they'll turn it over. And there's going to get some token pressure put on here. They'll get it into Meckel. Meckel will bring it down to set it up. Crosses the timeline. Gets it into Oshman. Oshman back to Meckel. Meckel. And tipped off, rebounded by Sawyer. Sawyer back to Southeast. Southeast with the basketball. Gebhardt scored this ball game. So working around. Back to top, it goes to Harris. Harris back to Banks for three. No good. Rebound by Caden Griffin. Griffin with the basketball. Griffin back to Meckel. Meckel to set this one up. 6:54 in the first. No points yet. Ball goes to Spencer Davidson in the paint. Shot is up and good. Nice job, Spencer Davidson. We need Spencer to have a good night tonight. We do. Actually, we need both of our posts to have a good night. And they will go in the paint, up and no good. Rebounded by Osherman. Back to Davidson. Davidson back to Meckel for three. Good job, Trent Meckel, as he hits a big three right there. Back it goes the other direction. In the hands of Gebhardt. Gebhardt back to Banks. Banks in the paint. So they kick it out. Shot up and no good. Rebounded by Meckel. As Sawyer misses two from point blank. Back to Davidson. Back to Oshman. And they're going to get a foul on the floor. Great pass. Brian Banks get whistled with his first foul. Ball will go in to, and another foul before the shot. And this one's going to be on Eklund.
Foul in Southeast of Saline,
as they will inbounds to Nolan White for three. Can't get it. Rebounded by Southeast. Back to the direction it goes in the hands of Gebhardt. Gebhardt swing pass all the way over. Three-pointer. Wow. High arcing. No good. Rebound back to Minneapolis. So Griffin and Oshman come out. And Nelson and Watson come in. Ball goes into Meckel. Whoa! Gosh darn it. And we turn the ball over. Southeast is slim with the basketball. They get it in the Sawyer, back to Banks. Banks with the basketball. He rolls to the top of the key, gets it back to Eklund, back to Gebhardt. Gebhardt will drive in, gets it back out. Three-point shot is up and no good. And that's going to be off of Minneapolis. Southeast Slim basketball. 5:23 here in the first quarter. 5-0 Minneapolis with the lead. Ball goes into Banks. Banks gets it back out to Eklund. Eklund. Great job by Minneapolis. Nolan White with the block. Shot in the paint, no good. And rebounded by John Nelson. And they're going to whistle him with the turnover. Southeast Saline basketball. 5:03 here in the first. 5-0 Minneapolis lead. Eklund with the basketball. Goes into Sawyer. Sawyer in the paint, up and good. Nelson with the basketball. As he will set this up at 4:44. Drives all the way in. Spencer Davidson in the paint, no good, and they're going to get a whistle, a foul there. On Minneapolis, huh? John Nelson. Wilson with foul.
First personal foul. Team foul one.
Spencer Davidson comes out as Jonah Oshman checks back in. All in the hands of Eklund. Eklund back to Banks. Banks. That should be over the back. Yep, good call. Sawyer whistled for over the back. As Meckel had good position.
Southeast of Saline. Eli substituting first personal. Team foul number 3. In for the Lions.
Derek Friel checks in for Minneapolis. Meckel will come out. Gets it in to Nelson. Nelson crosses the timeline. He's guarded by Banks at the top. They get it into, wow. No foul, huh? Yeah, no foul. Turnover back in the hands of Southeast. Swing pass all the way over to Gebhardt for 3. It's no good. Oh, wow. Daniel Watson whistled with the foul. That's interesting. A lot of body down there between Watson. Southeast will check in a couple players. Number 12, Aaron Kitchener, and number 22. Can't pronounce that, so we'll just leave it at that. Sorry about that. Another Greek? No, I can't even come close. Marco to Palmer. Yeah. Shot in the lane, no good, and rebounded by Minneapolis. Nolan White. Wow, there's a lot of body down there moving back and forth, no calls. And Daniel Watson answers with a reverse layup. Nice job, Daniel Watson. Back the direction it goes. At the top of the key in the hands of Gebhardt. Gebhardt back to Palmer. Palmer to Kitchener. Kitchener, say working around. Palmer on the outside goes to Banks. Banks back to Gebhardt. And that's going to be a foul on Nolan White. I believe. We'll see for sure.
Foul on Minneapolis.
Derek Friel, actually. First personal. 13 foul for the Lions. 3 each for each squad. Banks at the line to shoot 2. And he makes the first one. So Spencer Davidson, Trim Eklund, and Caden Griffin check back in. So Jonah Oshman and Derek Friel stay on the floor. Second one's up and makes them both. 7-6. Knuckle will bring it down to set it up. High screen. Back to Spencer Davidson. Back to Griff for 3. Can't get it. Rebounded by Palmer. Back to Gebhardt. Gebhardt back to Kitchener. Kitchener. And that's going to be tipped out of bounds off Friel. It'll stay with Southeast. Kitchener with the basketball. He'll drive, pulls it back out, and that's going to be turned over. Yep. Nice job by Lions defense on that one. Eli Harris checks back in for the Trojans as Banks will sit down. Friel gets it into Griff. 2:17 in the first quarter, 7-6 Lions in the lead. Osherman at the high post. Back it goes to Meckel. Meckel into Davidson. Davidson. And tried to get the steal. Can't get it. Rebound by Osherman. Back to Griff. Griff will bring it down. And puts it in. Caden Griffin with it. I get so excited watching it, Dale. Really, I'll let you do the play-by-play. In the hands of Palmer. Palmer with basketball. Back to Sawyer. Back to Sawyer. Yeah, that's a tease. Pretty solid ball play. Meckel with the basketball. 9-8, Minneapolis with the lead. Meckel with the basketball. Meckel looks at the high post. It gets to the Osherman. Osherman rolls it around. Gets it back to Griff. Griff back to Osherman. Osherman into Davidson. Davidson turnaround shot. Can't get it fall. And that's going to be off of Minneapolis. They're going to go back to Southeast. Nolan White checks in for Friel. Eklund checks back in for Southeast. 98-105 here in the first quarter. Eklund with the basketball. Back to Palmer. Palmer back to Kitchener. Back to Banks. Banks will drive in. Can't get it. And, how is that not a foul? Rebound stolen away by Meckel. Meckel with a nice steal. Back to can't get it. Osherman with the big rebound and puts it in. Nice job by Jonah Osherman with a great rebound and putback. Wow. Nice job, Jonah. 33 seconds in the quarter. Lines up by 3, maybe 4 if Jonah's successful. Harris with the foul. Osherman for a chance for the and one. Can't get fall. He's been struggling lately from the line. I think it's a little bit of a nagging back pain. So 64% at the line, almost 65% at the line on the season, which isn't bad for a post. Thanks to the basketball. Stolen up to Griff. Griff with the bucket. Nice job by Minneapolis with Nolan White feeding Caden Griffin, and he gets it, and he'll go on for the and one. Kitchener whistle with his first personal.
At the line for the Lions, Caden Griffin.
10 seconds, and now the score's they're showing 8-2 on the score. It's actually 13-8. And it's good as he gets the and one. 14-8. And they finally get score right up there. 7 seconds left. Eklund with the basketball. Pichel guarding him. Oh, wow. No call. No call. I don't know how in the world can you not have a no call on that, Dale. Wow. Nice job by Daniel Watson to step in and take a charge for a no call. 14-8, though, at the end of one. And we'll take a break. Minneapolis with the lead. You're listening to Saline TV Minneapolis. We'll be right back.
For over 100 years, Robertson Monument created everlasting memories for families to share the lives of their loved ones and future generations. Supporting the Lions all the way, Robertson Monuments.
The Lions of Minneapolis High School are proudly supported by the Davidson Agency, with offices in Delphos, Minneapolis, and Bennington. As a nationwide insurance agent and also an independent agent, they have provided hometown service for the insurance needs of their customers for over 30 years. For home, small business, farm and crop, life and health coverage. Call them today at 785-523-4202.
Welcome back here. The Lions lead after one quarter, 14-8 over the host Trojans, and Minneapolis has the ball to start the second quarter with the possession arrow. On the floor is Griff, Meckel, Watson, Davidson, and White. Gets it back to Watson, back to Nolan White. White with the basketball. Back to Griff. Back to Meckel. Meckel pulls it. Working around. High screen set. Back to Nolan White. Good hands right there. Gets it back up. Good hustle by Nolan White to go down on the floor for it. And Spencer Davidson working hard down there. Couldn't get the feed. Back to Davidson. Back to Meckel. 7:20 3-point shot up and no good. Rebounded by Banks. Back the other direction. Gebhardt with the basketball. On the left-hand side, back to Banks. Banks rolls back to Gebhardt. Gebhardt over in the corner to Eklund, I believe. Three-point shot is up and no good. Rebounded by Daniel Watson. He's going to get fouled by Sawyer. Wow, that's a big one. Picks up his second personal foul.
Foul on Southeast of Slade. Eli Sawyer's his second personal foul. Team number 1.
There goes into Knuckle. Knuckle will bring it down. Guarded by Gebhardt, crosses the timeline. Wow, good hustle by Knuckle. I can't believe there was no contact called on that at all. Ball goes back in the hands of Eklund. Eklund back to Banks. Banks back to Eklund. Eklund in the corner to Gebhardt. Gebhardt, Eklund, Banks. Back to Harris. Back to Eklund. Banks. Eklund. Into Sawyer in the paint. No good. Rebound by Griff. Back the other direction it goes. In the hands of Davidson. Davidson into Daniel Watson. They're going to call a jump ball. Oh, they got a foul first? So they call a foul. There's a foul. Should be a 1-1. No, they didn't. I'm not sure what they called there. Must have they got knocked out of bounds last time by the Trojans. Well, possession was going to Southeast though. So Southeast Coach wants an explanation. Coach H gives me the sign that's a jump ball. I was looking at the possession arrow thinking it would have gone to Southeast, but they keep it with Minneapolis. Back to White. Nolan will set it up. Osherman back to Griff. And Banks with the steal. Back in the direction it goes. And Sawyer takes it all the way in and gets his 6th point of the night. Spencer Davison back to Griff. John Nelson gets the rebound. Back to Davidson. Back to Griff. Into Osherman at the high post. Into Davidson. Great left hand spin move. And Spencer Davidson puts it in. Gebhardt with the basketball. Back to Eklund. Back to Gebhardt. Back in the corner to Harris. And great tie up there by Osherman and Sawyer. It'll stay with Southeast. Swings the possession arrow back to Minneapolis. Checking in for Southeast. Number 21. I don't have him in the book. 21, Gebhardt. He's a freshman. No good rebound by Osherman. I'll let you take this for a minute. I'm going to put something in the book. Nice layup by Griffin. Great pass by Osherman. And Banks rushed on it. Curtis with the press on. Back out of it. Dang it. Joey misses a point blank one. There should be a turnover now. 5 turnovers apiece now on the squads. So Watson inbounds. Gets it to White to bring it down. 18-12, 4:09 left to go here in the second quarter, first half. Nolan. There's going to be a foul right there, yep. Foul put Nolan at the line for the 1-and-1. Nolan is leading our free throw percentages with 78% at the line. Nolan at the line to shoot 1-on-1 here. And he makes the first one. Second one is up, and it is good. She makes them both. Nice job, Nolan. She gets his first points of the night. That's one with the basketball. 20-12, Lions with the lead. Nice spin move in the lane, rebounded by Osherman. Back in the direction it goes, back to Daniel Watson. And there's a foul. Nice job by Nolan, and he's going to get some kind of a hard foul on him. Great pass by Daniel Watson. Any one of our guys, can just handle the ball and pass well. Most of the time. Most of the time, yes. They get pretty sloppy sometimes, too. Free throws up and good. Nolan shooting 78% from the line, averaging 13.6 points a game. Second shot is up, and it's good. He makes them both. 4 straight free throws for Nolan. 22-12, 3:43 here in the first half. Ball in the hands of the younger Gebhardt. Back to Palmer. Palmer swing pass all the way over to the older Gebhardt. Back to the younger Gebhardt as they work it around. And Daniel Watson's going to be whistled out. So they've got 3 freshmen to have up. Yeah. And Thurl will walk the other end. He hits one in the paint. Nolan White, nice crossover dribble. Shot is up good. Direction to Banks. Palmer back in front to Luke Gebhardt. Wow. Spencer, they had a little call. Gebhardt back to Palmer. Palmer picks up his dribble, gets it back to Banks. Banks crossover to Gebhardt. Rebounded by Nolan White. Nolan back to Friel. Back to Griff. Their coach is just chewing on the official down there left and right. Nothing. Back to Friel. Back to Davidson in the paint. And there's going to reach in foul by Luke Gebhardt. That will send Davidson the line for 1-1. Osherman checking back in. Spencer shooting 53. Whoa. What'd they call? No way. I don't know what just happened though. I thought we got a foul. I know, but they called a travel before the foul. That's what they called. Wow. Nolan White back to Davidson. Davidson up to Griff. Griff crosses the timeline. 54 seconds left. Into Davidson. Back to White for bucket. Nice job. Nolan White with a great bucket. 26-14 in the corner of Luke Gebhardt. Back he goes to Palmer. Palmer with 28 seconds left. Picks up his dribble. Gets it back down to Gebhardt in the paint. And they're going to get a foul. I believe on Spencer Davidson. Yeah, I think so.
Well, on Minneapolis, Spencer Davidson, his first personal foul. Luke Gebhardt.
Luke Gebhardt, 1-1.
15 foul, first personal.
And he misses. So I'm hearing the other radio guys say it, and I'll agree. I thought it was clean as well. Gebhardt misses the first one. He'll have another one coming. 26-14, 22 seconds. Second one's up. Misses them both. Nolan White with the rebound. We have a chance to go increase the lead. And, 23. Nolan missing with foul. Well, 9 seconds left. John Nelson and Derek Friel check in. And Southeast didn't call timeout. So 9.8 seconds left here in the first half. Lions have the lead 26-14 against the Southeast Saline Trojans here at Southeast Saline High School. We'll be right back.
Ag by Air has been supporting ag operations in the Minneapolis area for over 20 years with prompt, up-to-date, and competitive aerial application service. Ag by Air is located at 974 Highway K 106, south of Minneapolis, or can be reached at 75-392-3300, questions on scouting your fields, chemical recommendations, or conduct your work. Ag by Air, a proud sponsor of the Minneapolis High School Lions.
Southeast of Saline inbounds, gets it into the hands of Gebhardt. And almost the steal there by Meckel. Couldn't control it. 2.4 seconds remaining. Wow. Banks gets an easy bucket in the lane as Banks gets a bank. Wow, that's a tough one right there. 26-16 at the half. We'll be right back. You're listening to Saline TV Minneapolis, as Minneapolis has a 10-point lead at the half. We'll be right back.
That's being brought to you by CNR Lady Minneapolis. The pride of the rest of the CNR Lady, proud to support the youth of Minneapolis in all they do. The Minneapolis Junior Senior High School Lionbackers are proud to continue their long-term support of the broadcast of these Lions games. Join us as we support student activities and the teachers of NJSHS. Go Lions! We're with you all the way.
Thanks you for your support.
The Messenger Clothing Company has locations in Minneapolis and Saline and design custom clothing for your team, business, group, or event with screen printing and embroidery. We feature online design and ordering for your convenience. Contact us at 785-823-7752 or by email at sales@messengerclothingcompany.com for all your custom clothing printing needs today. Go Minneapolis Lions. The American Family Insurance Agent Scott Oshman for all your insurance coverage under one roof. The Scott Oshman Agency is locations in Minneapolis and Belleville, proudly supporting the Minneapolis High School Lions. These live video broadcasts are sponsored in part by Chuck's Collision. When the potentially inevitable occurs and your vehicle needs repair for body or glass, remember Chuck's Collision. They'll bring you satisfaction in your automotive restoration needs. Contact Chuck at 785-392-2774. Chuck's Collision is located at 1556 K106 Highway.
Welcome back to Southeast Saline High School here in Minneapolis. Has the lead at the half, 26-16, as the Lions outscored the Trojans 14-8 in the first quarter and 26-16 in the second quarter. Scoring-wise for both squads, Eli Sawyer was 6 points, Brian Banks was 6 points. Both are big guys scoring in the paint. Jackson Gebhardt with 2. Brian Banks has 8. I apologize. They were 2 for 4 from the free throw line. Minneapolis, on the other hand, scoring-wise, Jonah Oshman with 2, Trent Meckel with 3, Daniel Watson with 2, Caden Griffin with 7, Nolan White with 6, and Spencer Davidson with 6. So a good start for the Lions. 5 for 7 from the free throw line for the squad. Now score them in the first quarter 14-8. In the second quarter, 12-8 to have the 10-point lead here, 26-16 at half. Rebound-wise, we've got rebounded them 17-11. 14 big defensive boards for us to their 9 on defensive boards. And we lead them, unfortunately, in turnovers, 9-6. But that's not too big of a disparity. But more turnovers than I would like to have seen.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, we will take a break. There's 6:50 to go here in the half. We'll be back after these words from our sponsors.
For over 100 years, Robertson Monuments has created everlasting memories for families to share the lives of their loved ones with future generations. Supporting the Lions all the way, Robertson Monuments.
With locations in Minneapolis and Bennington, Central Valley Ag provides 24-hour pump services and built-in discounts by using your CVA fuel card. They also support ag operations by providing bulk delivery of lubricants, fuel, and propane. Contact Carl Serene at 785-392-3031 for your ag energy needs. Go MHS Lions.
The Minneapolis Junior Senior High School Lionbackers are proud to continue their long-term support of the broadcast of these Lions games. Join us as we support student activities and the teachers of MJSHS. Go Lions! We're with you all the way.
Hometown Hardware, we're proud to support our Minneapolis Lions. Think of us for all your home, farm, or business project needs. As a True Value Hardware dealer, and just ask Rental Dealer, we hopefully provide the brand new selection for your project. And don't forget the ice cream. Pat and Annette Donovan at Ag by Air have been supporting ag operations in the Minneapolis and Douglas area for over 20 years with prompt, up-to-date, and competitive aerial application service. Ag by Air is located at 974 Highway K-106, south of Minneapolis. It can be reached at 785-392-3300 for questions on scouting your fields, clinical recommendations, or to look your work. Ag by Air, proud sponsor of the Minneapolis High School Lions. The Message and Motor Company is located in Minneapolis and Saline and is on custom tailoring for your team, business, group, or event. Screen printing and embroidery. Includes online design and ordering for your business. Contact us at 785-833-7752 or by email at sales@messengerclothingcompany.com. All your custom clothing printing needs today. Go Minneapolis Lions. See American Family Insurance Agent Scott Osherman for all your insurance coverage under one roof. The Scott Osherman Agency with locations in Minneapolis and Belleville, proudly supporting the Minneapolis High School Lions. Hometown Outdoor Power with the locations in Minneapolis, Salina, and Minneapolis, for your single family and there's the largest power dealer in the area. We're proud to be the one-stop shop for all your power equipment needs. We provide full sales, service, and parts supply for your home, ag, or commercial contractor power equipment needs. Ask about our winter service program and go Lions. Trinity State Bank with locations in Minneapolis and Belleville. Proud to support the Minneapolis High School Lions. Contact our Royal Finley and Jared Smith with all your banking needs. Your home, personal, business, or personal includes online banking, checking and savings accounts, loans, IRAs, and certificates of deposit to help fulfill your hometown needs. Sponsored by the Bases, with the nationwide savings, they provide hometown service for the insurance needs of their customers for over 30 years. For home, small business, farm and crop, life and health coverage. Call them today at 785-523-4202.
Well, welcome back as we get ready for the second half to begin. The Lions up by 10 in a very pivotal game here tonight. The Lions are tied, as we mentioned, for third place with the Trojans in the league, and we need to get a revenge game for the 5-point win they had against us in Minneapolis. Plus, we need a win to keep pace to stay in the top sub-state standings right now. Some close standings there. Talk a little bit about the NCAA wrestling squad yesterday at the league tournament out at Russell. The Minneapolis Lions took third overall. Had one champion, Gage Carlson, in the 106-pound class. Had three guys with second-place finishes, Dayton Randall in the 132-pound class, Chase Anderson in the 152-pound class, Kean Backus in the 182-pound class. Had several guys get third and fourth. Riley Bowl, third place in the 120 pounds. Adam Reed, third, 126. Austin Wolf, third in the 145-pound. Chase and Brogan, third in the 160-pound. Fourth place finishers were Cody Hill with 138 pounds, Taryn Andrews, 195 pounds, and Bryce Warlock in the 220 pounds. So, good day overall for the Minneapolis Grapplers as they third at the NCAA wrestling in Russell yesterday. That was nice.
It's hard. I'm a lot better on the air tonight. Appreciate you guys on your Thank you. So that it's not a tie-up in that situation. I'm watching that all the time in Florida. Really? Oh, yeah. Well, thank you. Thank you. I watch it all the time. See, normally I'm not on the air. I let somebody else do it because I've got a son playing, so I understand that.
Okay, Minneapolis with the possession arrow. I get the ball. Fred Meckel brings across the timeline. Meckel crosses over and you pick him up with that half-foot trap back to Lewin White and back to Katie Griffin. Katie will drive it in and gets the bucket. Nice job, Katie Griffin, as he takes it all the way in the paint. Nice job by Minneapolis. Southeast with some tight defense on that start of the possession. Minneapolis answers with the bucket. Gebhardt on the outside. Gets back to Eklund. Eklund back to Banks. Banks having a good night for Southeast. Back to Eklund. He will drive it in. Misses. Rebounded by White. Gets it up to Osherman. No foul. How could that not be a foul? How could that not be a foul? Wow. Full body slam there. Another no call on that. There was a ton of body on that. But they were going for the ball was probably what the ref saw. Not guessing it. They're going to turn it over to go back to Minneapolis. Good call. So well, I don't know what happened there, but we'll take it. Well, they're saying it was off of Southeast, so. Into Meckel. Meckel with the basketball. Brings around to set it up from the top. Back to Nolan White. Back to Osherman. Osherman on the outside. Back to White. So we're looking around. Into Spencer Davidson. Spencer in the paint. Back to Osherman. Osherman back to Meckel. Meckel into Osherman. Back to Meckel. And they can't quite get it to Osherman. Oh! And they're going to get Griff with the reach-in foul. So, Katie Griffin gets his first personal foul. Ball goes back to Eklund. Eklund back to Gebhardt. Gebhardt back to Eklund. Eklund in the corner to Harris. Harris back to Banks for three. Front rim misses. Rebounded by Nolan White. White will bring it down to set it up. Into Griff on the corner. Gets it into Osherman. Back to Davidson. Davidson Back to Nolan White. Nolan. Back to Griff. Back to Oshman. Oshman at the top of the key. As they were looking around. Spencer Davidson with a nice little shot in the lane. Great job by Spencer Davidson. Crossover dribble, takes it in, and gets the bucket. 30-16. Lions with the lead. Banks to the basketball. Back to Eklund. Eklund over here to Gebhardt. Gebhardt back to Harris. Into Sawyer. Back to Banks. So we're looking around. Eklund back to Sawyer. Back to Banks. And up and good as Eli takes his nice aggressive move on Harris's part to get that basket. Nolan White back to Meckel. Meckel back to Griff as they were looking around. Back to Meckel. Meckel back to Davidson, back to White. He'll take the three. Good. Nice job, Nolan White. He was open and he drains a great three by Nolan White. 33-18. Gebhardt, and there's going to be a timeout called by Southeast. Nice job by the Lions. 33-18, 4:33. Timeout here? No, never mind. They did not call timeout. Oh, I don't. I thought they'd called a timeout. So Daniel Watson checks in as well as John Nelson. Southeast inbounds it in the hands of Banks. Back to Gebhardt. Gebhardt back to Harris. Harris in the paint to back to Banks. Banks. Three-point shot by Harris. From no good, rebounded by Davidson. Back to John Nelson. Nelson picked up by Palmer. Nelson in the paint, up and good. Nice job, John Nelson, as he gets Palmer turned around and John puts the bucket in. 35-18. 4 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Palmer with the basketball. Picks up his dribble, gets it back to Harris. Harris, great pass down low to Gebhardt, and Gebhardt puts the bucket in. Davidson back to Nelson, back to Davidson. To White in the paint, up and good. Nice job. To great dish by Davidson. Daniel Watson, and Watson puts it in. Nice job by Minneapolis. Harris, and stolen away. Oh, John Nelson somehow gets the block and gets the shot to go off and gets fouled. So he's going to run and shoot two. And Palmer's going to pick up number 2 for him. So they just won. John is shooting
36.7% free throw. Hopefully they can do better than that tonight.
And he makes the first one. Nice job, John. Checking back in is Oshman and Friel for Davidson and Meckel. Second free throw coming. Shot is up and off the mark. Oh my goodness, Daniel Watson tips it in as he gets the tip in. Off the rebound. I'm 20. I never would have figured it. Banks of the basketball, back to Gebhardt, in the paint to, and they're going to be, Sawyer. Jonah gets his first personal, as Sawyer, Griffin will check back in. Sawyer at the line for the and one. And shot is no good, and rebounded by Griff. Back it goes to Nelson. Nelson and gets the bucket. Nice job, John Nelson, with a big play right there. Southeast going to call a timeout. Wow. Great job by Minneapolis with a great drive into the paint. John just faked it out and did a nice little jump step and finished it 42-22.
2:48 remaining in the third quarter.
I hope they can come down here and win, Scott, but I never, ever had any dreams of being up by 20 points. Let's hear who some of our community sponsors are for bringing these live video broadcasts to you.
It's Crop Insurance with Greg Hill. Design with Sherry Bertrand. Blue Body Shop, John White. Minneapolis Muffler and Pipe with John Blake. Farm Bureau Financial Services with Matt Pickett. Profab Metal Fabrication with Bill Little. AutoCheck, Dave Sweat, and Gary Keating.
Welcome back to Southeast Saline High School. Southeast Saline with the basketball. On the floor is Griff, Nelson, Friel, Watson, and Osherman. Gebhardt with the basketball. Back to Palmer. Palmer back to Banks. Banks short, rebounded by Nelson. Gets it up to Griff. Griff with the bucket. Nice job. Great pass. Great finish by Griff. Good pass by Nelson. 42-22. Yes! Jonah Osherman takes the charge. Nice job, Jonah, as he steps in and takes one against Harris. No, Gebhardt whistled with the foul. Nice job, Jonah. That was the voice, folks, of an excited father. Sorry, folks. That's all right. John Nelson. I love it. John Nelson with the basketball back to Osherman. Osherman on the outside. It is so hard, folks, to call your own son's ball game. And I really watch him, so we appreciate it. Griff with the basketball. I wasn't making fun of you. Back to Watson. Watson. Back to Griff. Minute 50, back to John Nelson. That was a great rescue. Into Watson, into Osherman, back to Friel. Friel in the paint. Oh, no call. You're kidding me. Back the other direction it goes, and it's tipped out of bounds off of Griff. Wow. How in the world do you not know? Of course, I'm biased. Anyway, 44-22, minute 36. Checking back in is Davidson, White, and Meckel for Osherman, Friel, and Nelson. Banks gets it in to Gebhardt. Gebhardt back to Banks. He'll take the deep three, and he gets it. Well, we can't get them started on that. Yeah, we can't. 44-25. Davidson with the basketball. Back to Meckel. Meckel looks inside. Back to Davidson. He'll take the three, and he drains it. Spencer Davidson answers with a three. That's about his third on the season. Big from the outside. Gebhardt drives in. Back to Palmer. Back to Banks. Banks back to Harris. Harris picks up his two. So Banks for three. Short. Rebounded by Gebhardt. Gebhardt back to Harris. Harris in the paint. And Banks another three. Can't give him that, guys. And another offensive rebound. They're going to tip it out of bounds. Wow. Big break right there as they get the offensive rebound, but they tip it out of bounds. 47-25. Lions with the lead. 42 seconds in the first. To get into Watson. Watson back to White. White back to Meckel. Meckel back to Griff. Minneapolis contend. Nolan White for three, and he drains it. Nolan White with the big three right there, and they go right at him. I thought they'd hold it for a shot, but they didn't. Instead, they go right at him. Banks back to Harris for three. Off the mark, rebounded by Gebhardt. Oh! No, they're going to call that no. How do you not see? And there was a big, huge forearm before the shot. Trent Meckel whistled with the foul. They give Gebhardt the bucket. And the free throw is no good. Rebounded by Davidson. 8 seconds left. Nolan White. Back to Davidson at the free throw line. Off the mark. Rebounded by Palmer. And the three-point shot. I thought he might get that. We steal? Yeah, we stole it. Troy Meckler hits the steal and shoots it from the half court. Can't get the foot. Wow, that was 50-27 at the end of three. We'll be back. You're listening to Saline TV Minneapolis. We'll be right back.
Rich Walton managed it. That's why I realized Bonnie Nelson. 9-0 couple of them. It's fine. Sideways. Very Franklin. The studio with Alexis Kern. The Grain Supplies, Scott Mortimer. Southwest Cooperative Association, Steamcoast Line Manager. Needles Mexican Restaurant, Francisco Gallardo. No Place Like Home Cook Shop with Fairly Awesome.
A 24-11. Wow, performance by the Lions in the third quarter. Third quarter, 24 points. We've not seen that since the first part of the year. We've had that many points. And it's all of these teams on their own floor. So Southeast has it free. Meckel, White, Davidson, and Oshman on the floor. Ball in the hands of Gebhardt. Gebhardt's going to drive in, kicks it back out to Kitchener. Kitchener drives, kicks it back out to Banks. Banks will drive in, swing move back to Kitchener for three. It's short. Rebounded by Oshman. Oshman back out to Friel. Friel will bring it down. Back to Meckel. Meckel. And back to White. White. Back to Oshman. Oshman's at the top of the key. Back to Friel. Back to White. And he's going to get fouled going in. And he'll go wrong.
Team down number 3 at the line for Minneapolis.
Nolan White. Kitchen picks up his second personal foul. Nolan will go to the line to shoot 2 here. And he makes that one. Nice job, Nolan. 3 team fouls apiece. So not a whole lot of fouls so far this half. No. You're going to see that change. Second one is up, and it's good. He makes them both. As long as they foul Nolan White. Yeah. Gebhardt back to Banks. Banks back to Gebhardt. Gebhardt swing pass all over to Kitchener. Kitchener drives, picks it up. Stolen away by Meckel with the steal back the other direction. 52-27. Meckel pulls it out. Back to Oshman. Oshman back to Davidson. Davidson back to Meckel. Back to White. Back to Oshman. Oshman at the top. Back. Looks at a cutter. He goes back to Meckel. Meckel will drive in. Takes the shot. Can't get it. Oshman with the rebound and the putback. Nice job, Jonah Oshman, as he gets the backside rebound and puts it in. Gebhardt with the basketball. Back to Banks. Banks on the left. Guarded by Friel. Banks back to Gebhardt. Gebhardt will drive in. Short. And rebounded by Meckel. Meckel. Travel? No. Called a foul beforehand. So somebody whistled with the foul. Trent Meckel whistled with the foul. Michael Murray checking in.
And for the Lions, John Nelson.
I'll have him down. So 24. 24 freshman. What's his name? Michael Murray. M-U-R-R-A-Y. He's a freshman, so you gotta watch that. He's hot. Oh! over the back. Gosh. Wow, they had to call Jonah over the back. There's no way. No way. Jonah had cleared the guy, clearly shoved him out of the way. So, Ball goes into Murray. Murray with the basketball. As he's another freshman, as you said, back to Gebhardt. Gebhardt stolen away by last shot by Davidson. Back to Osherman. Nope. Wow. Nolan White whistled with the foul. I don't see how in the world. No call. Way too many no calls. Banks for three. It's up and it's good. This is 14th point of the night. John Nelson back to Nolan White. And we're going to call timeout. 54-30, 5:30 left to go here in the ball game. Minneapolis with a 24-point lead. Big three by Southeast. We'll be right back. You're listening to Saline TV Minneapolis.
Another company of Delta, Drew Klein. School of Green Company, Rich Waltman, manager. There's top insurance with Gordon Harris. Sidlers with Kerry Farrington. Sunflower Realty, Monty Nelson. The Hooters Mexican Restaurant, Francisco Gallardo. No place like home gift shop with Jeremy Austin. The Douglas Cooperative Association, Steve Firstline manager. B&M Body Shop, John Wright. Autopet, Dave Sweat, and Gary Keating. Minneapolis Wrestling Pipe with John Blake.
Welcome back. King Griffin, Daniel White, Daniel Watson, Nolan White, Spencer Davidson, Trent Meckel on the floor. 5:30 left to go here in the ball game. The ball tipped out of bounds off of Gebhardt. It will stay in Minneapolis. Ball goes into Nolan White. Nolan guarded tightly at the top. Oh, Spencer Davidson. Back to Trent Meckel for three. And he drains it. Wow. Trent Meckel hits a big three right there. 3-point shot by Southeast. No good. Rebounded by Meckel. Back to Davidson. Back to Daniel Watson. Watson. Back to Nolan White. Back to Meckel. I thought we were going to toss that one away. Nolan White for three. Off the mark. Rebounded by Harris. Back to Gebhardt. 4:40. Gebhardt with the basketball. Banks for three. Another one. Wow. Brian Banks with another three. 17th point of the night. Spencer Davidson can't get it, but King Griffin, and he's going to whistle with the foul. Gosh darn it.
Foul on Minneapolis. King Griffin, his second personal. 17th foul.
Jonah Osherman getting ready to check back in. He checks in. Banks will be at the line to shoot a 1-on-1. He's perfect from the line earlier. And he gets that one. Second shot coming. Shot is up, and it's front rim. Rebounded by Daniel Watson. And that's going to be a foul on Gebhardt. He has been hand-checking for Meckel all night long. And It's interesting. Gebhardt and a lot of these boys play baseball together in the summer, so it's interesting. Interesting on that one. So ball goes into Meckel. Meckel crosses the timeline. Back to Oshman. Oshman. Back to White. White. Back to Meckel. Meckel in the, wow. Back to Griff for three. Griff for three. Can't get it. And there's going to be a foul on Jackson Gebhardt. And that'll be number 4 on him. Just the 15th foul on the Trojans this half. Minneapolis was 7. So you get inbounds. Harris just levels Jonah in there. His third personal. Spencer Davidson checking in. So he checks in for Daniel Watson. Into Nolan. Nolan on the outside. Back to Oshman. Oshman. Back to White. Back to Griff. Oh my gosh, you're kidding me, dude. Wow. No call. Gebhardt. Harris for 3. They get the lead down to 20 points for Minneapolis. Checking in is Frio for Griff. They go. Yeah! Jonah Oshman gets up there in the air. Woo! Nice pass and a great finish by Jonah. That looked like that was going to be wrong way. That was passed by Frio. And great finish by Gebhardt there. Wow. That was a good play by Gebhardt. Wow. Frio with the basketball. Back to White. Stolen away by Southeast Banks for another 3. Misses. Sawyer with the basket. Great job by Spencer Davidson. Great hustle down low. Spencer with some great hustle. Wow. Timeout call by Minneapolis. 2:38 left to go in this ball game. 59-39. Wow, dude, I never thought that. I know. Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely would have never thought that. Never. But I'm taking it. I'll take it any day of the week. All right. Back to work from our sponsors.
Brought to you by CNR Plating in Minneapolis. Kevin Klein and the rest of the crew at CNR Plating proud to support the youth of Minneapolis and all they do.
The Bennington State Bank wants to be your hometown bank. With locations in Minneapolis, Bennington, and Salina, they strive to provide hometown relationship banking. We provide both consumer and commercial banking service along with trust and wealth management. Contact us today for all your financial service needs. Go Lions! We're with you all the way.
Harris with the bucket after while we're in the timeout there. Back to Spencer Davidson, back to Oshman, back to Meckel. Wisely, they pull it out. 59-41. Davidson with the ball on the outside. 2:17 left to go in this ball game. Nolan White, crossover. Gets it back to Meckel. Meckel, and there's going to be a foul on Banks. And that will be number 3 on him, and that will send Meckel to the line for a 1-on-1.
And for the Lions, Daniel Neil Watson in North Southeast of Saline.
Drake Augustine, another freshman. Wow, Dale. Wow. That's amazing. Meckel at the line for 1-on-1. He's up and gets the shooter. Nice job, Trent Meckel. Second one is up and can't get his fall. Back it goes in the hands of Southeast. Murray back to Sawyer. Sawyer, as they work around, Sawyer will pick up his dribble. Gets it back to Harris. Harris. Davidson, great job by Spencer. Back to Meckel. A minute 41, 60-41. Wow, this is a big win for the Minneapolis Lions. 23 Nolan White with the basketball. Back it goes in the hands of Watson. Watson back to Oshman in the paint. Nice job. Great backdoor pass. Great finish by Oshman. A beautiful pass by Daniel Watson, though, Dale. And they're going to sub in some players, and so are we. 1:17 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Your Lions with the 21-point lead over the Southeast Trojans on their home floor. Wow, just an amazing night tonight. Nice job. Big victory here at Southeast of Salindale. Augustine with the basketball for Southeast. Another number 13. I don't know who that is yet. I'll tell you in a second. Number 13 is Steele. And Griff with the finish, the rebound and the finish. Nice job. 64-41. Southeast with the basketball. Luke Gebhardt for three, misses. John Nelson with the rebound. And checking in for Minneapolis, Cody Rice. King Griffin with a nice game tonight. It's a great performance by the Lions tonight, Bill. 64-41. Nelson with the basketball. Into Kobe Rice. And he will go to the line as Luke Gebhardt twisted with the foul. It's Kobe at the line with, was he in the act of shooting? Yeah, he was. Okay, he was.
Gebhardt has his personal foul. At the line for Minneapolis, Kobe Rice.
So 2 shots for Kobe. And Kobe makes the first one. And Mr. Abel is going to come in. So we're going to come in as he comes in from Daniel Watson. So he was anticipating to get in. So, and Rice makes some noise. Nice job, Kirby. So, what a nice victory tonight, Dale. Augustine with the basketball. Works around to Gebhardt, back to Murray, back to, I'm not sure, still working around. 3-point shot is up, no good. Rebounded by Friel. Friel with the rebound, pulls it back, and he'll walk it down. Nice job. Minneapolis with a huge victory tonight. 66-41 against the Southeast of Saline Trojans at Southeast of Saline High School. And what a victory tonight for the Lions. The Lions solidify at third place standing. For Sub-State. Great win. Yeah. Wow. Nice victory tonight on the road here at Southeast of Saline High School. What a nice performance by the Lions tonight. Just pretty exciting for the boys tonight. That's just good game. We'll be back shortly with our stats.
These live video broadcasts are sponsored in part by Chuck's Collision. It is potentially inevitable when your vehicle needs repair for body or glass. Remember Chuck's Collision. They'll bring you satisfaction in your automotive restoration needs. Contact Chuck at 785-392-2774. Chuck's Collision is located at 1556 K106 Highway. Pat and Renette Donovan at Ag by Air have been supporting ag operations in the Minneapolis and Delphos area for over 20 years with prompt, up-to-date, and competitive aerial application service. Ag by Air is located at 974 Highway K106, south of Minneapolis. It can be reached at 785-392-3300 for questions on starting your fields, chemical recommendations, or to book your order. Ag by Air, proud sponsor of the Minneapolis High School Lions. One-time outdoor power with locations in Minneapolis, Saline, and McPherson has been serving Central Kansas for over 20 years and is the largest power equipment dealer in the area. We strive to be the one-stop shop for all your power equipment needs. Provide full sales, service, and parts supply for your home, ag, or commercial contractor power equipment needs. Ask about our winter service program and go Lions. At Hometown Hardware, we proudly support our Minneapolis Lions. Think of us for all your home, farm, or business project needs. As your True Value hardware dealer, just ask Rico because we locally provide the brands and selections that you need for your project. And don't forget the ice cream.
Welcome back to Southeast Saline High School as Minneapolis Lions come away with a great victory tonight on the road, 66-41 against Southeast Saline Trojans as Minneapolis comes in here after suffering a close loss to them at home by 5. I think it was 55-15, and we come in and we outscore them in each quarter to come away with a big victory tonight, 14-8, 12-8, 24-11, and 16-14.
Good game for John.
Thank you. John had a good game too. John did awesome. So, I'll tell you, this is a nice performance by the Lions tonight. I just was very, very impressed with how they did. Run through some scoring really quick here for both squads. Let's go with Southeast Saline first. Jackson Gebhardt had 8. Eli Harris had 7. Eli Sawyer had 8. And Brian Banks had 18. But they only had 4 kids score. Mm-hmm. They weren't a lot of players. They only had 4 kids score. Nice. They were 1 for 3 in the second half from the free throw line, 3 for 7 for the ball game. So just overall, it was a great victory tonight for the Lions. We had 3 players in double figures again, but we had 2 others that were awfully close. Run through scoring: Cooper Rice with 2 points. John Nelson had 5 points. Daniel Watson had 6. Trent Meckel had 7. Jonah Oshman had 8. Spencer Davidson had 11. Caden Griffin had 13. Nolan White led the way with 14. He was perfect from the free throw line for 6 for 6. We were 6 of 8 in the second half from the free throw line. In the game, 11 for 15. What a performance tonight by the Lions. It really was. We had how many kids score? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 kids scored. So 8 kids scored. It was just an overall, it was a nice game tonight. Pretty exciting to see us come in here, a tough place to play anyway, and to come away with victory. So
it really is. We don't win here very often.
No.
Rebounds-wise, second half we out-rebounded them 18-11. 12 of those under the defensive boards for us, 7 defensive boards for them. Overall for the game, we out-rebounded them by a huge margin, 35-22. Turnovers in the second half, we had 4. They had 7. Ended up at a 13-13 tie for turnovers in the game. So big advantage on our side in the rebounding department. For the play of the game, I was going to give it to Spencer Davidson for his three-pointer, just his third of the year.
But the play from Derek Friel to Jonah Oshman, full-length court pass that Jonah had to rescue to keep him from going out of bounds and got a layup. You can't get by that. The kid can jump, so I was pretty excited for the sponsored by the Messenger Clothing Company. And I could go with multiple players of the game with the three double-figure guys, but I'm just going to go with Nolan White.
I think so, too.
Sponsored by River Hill Seed. I don't know how many rebounds he had, how many steals he had, but he was very involved.
Yep.
And it was really the catalyst for the game in the first half. He really set us in motion. So Nolan White with Player of the Game, sponsored by River Hill Seed. So Minneapolis moves to 12-5 overall and 6-3 in the league. Again, this gave us outright position of third place in the league. 3 home games coming up. Republic County here next Tuesday, Beloit and Minneapolis next Friday, and the last home game of the season, Russell, visiting a week from Tuesday. So come out and visit these lines if you can. Remember to watch them here on City Link TV.
Special thanks to all those that are watching. We know that there's a lot of people that are watching far away. Had a guy that was here tonight that said that when he's in Florida, he's watching us. So I know he's here tonight to see the game live. But that's pretty exciting to know that there's grandparents and aunts and uncles and a lot of people out there. So special thanks to all the sponsors that put this on. And I'm going to give kudos to you, Dale, because you do more for this than the community has any clue on. I just get to come and talk. But thank you very much.
Well, thank you. And thank you for Scott for, I know it's hard for you to call the plays when your kid is playing, but I really appreciate you giving the effort. And you aren't too much a homer with that.
I am a homer. I will agree. I am a complete homer. So
we'll look forward to Mike Perry joining us back and giving Scott a little respite next Tuesday.
Sounds good.
Dale Leach,
Scott Oshman. Happy Valentine's Day, everyone.
Good night.
You guys should get 3 of the year. How fun is it when you become that? I don't know if that's the right word.